place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with a defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And the other thing I like about him is his pursuit of the pumpkin. I mean, he loves to slip in there and get a few second chance baskets.
Look at New Orleans. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
The way this team has been playing, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
But they can't get too caught up in that kind of thinking. I mean, I think it's okay for us to talk about it, but they need to take this opponent very seriously and get down to business.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against New York.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Here's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Ashik with the bucket.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
On defense, New Orleans. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
No luck that time either. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Nowitzki with the block. Wade against Fox. Wade kicks to Chalmers. Six to shoot. Granger inside the line. Buries the jump shot. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. We talked about their defensive game plan, and he said, for Dwayne Wade, you've got to make him a jump shooter and not fight for his pump fakes. When you do that, it's a foul or he's going to go right by you for the dunk. Kevin, Wade known for that deadly shot fake. We'll see if they can stay disciplined.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Chalmers. No good. That would have tied it.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Davis with it. 8 points his last outing. Here's Fox. 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. New Orleans shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first free throw is good. And Miami making a change here. McGee's checked in. Fox hits them both. Here's Wade. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
Chipped in with a couple of blocks, too. So, just giving you a hint of his potential impact at the defensive end.
Bosch battles through traffic and lays it in. Bosch has got his first points of the game.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Gordon kicks to Evans. Fox. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Granger misses. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Evans passes to Fox. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. And that's 2 fouls for him.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Tyreke Evans, what are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the great ball handlers in this league. Just watch what he's able to do with his dribble and how hard he makes it for his defender to stay with him.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
Checking out Miami, you know they've hung pretty close to the top of the standings, but given the expectations for them coming into the season, it's still a little bit of a disappointment.
Well, you think about the buzz surrounding this club early on. It's definitely sagged off a little bit now. They haven't performed quite the way they expected to, but there's still time. I mean, if they keep plugging away, I think they can get there by the time the playoffs come around.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
So he gets them both.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
6 to shoot. Chalmers passed away. The Heat need to get a shot off. Trying to get open is Nowitzki.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Evans with it. Wade picks him up. Fox against Granger. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back, but making it a 2-possession game was the key, and he got that done.
The drive by Wade. Knocks it loose. Inside. Leaps for it, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. Well, you look at Z, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
Not only has he been doing all that, but as his assist rank illustrates, he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. You can't give him enough credit for his passing this season. His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Granger kicks to Nowitzki. And there's the pass to Chalmers. The feed now to Bosch. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get him going.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against New York.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
New Orleans in the lead. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Caleb Canellis. Doris?
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from 18, 19 feet than a clear lane to the rim any day of the week. Kevin, the marching order, pretty clear cut.
And thank you, Doris.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
The Heat trail by 7. Knocked loose. Fox passes to Evans. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Chalmers, following the score by New Orleans. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Fox kicks to Evans. And another 3 for New Orleans.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Chalmers, averaging 9 points per contest. Wade dishes to Granger. Evans is there to end the run. Granger misses. New Orleans leading by 12. Outside Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Fox. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. Nowitzki kicks to Granger. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Wade against Gordon. Pass to Fox. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Fox against Chalmers. Evans off the pick from Fox. Evans goes in. A pass to Fox. Just 3 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball. Z's got 13 points.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the 3-point line, I mean, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
The Heat trail by 15. Wade outside. Kicks it to Granger. Shoots from 8. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Fox. That is good. He's got 15.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And the other thing about him, his hands. A terrific asset of his. Very quick and strong. As a ball handler, he's the last guy you want defending you.
Now, here is Landry. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Randolph. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling. It's a great play under the boards for him, and, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And the jam by Carl Landry.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
The Heat trail by 19. Wade kicks to Kufis. He's against Evans. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point. Knocked away. Stokes, guarded by Fox. Stokes, the pass to Bosch. Granger outside. A three ball. They get it back.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Nowitzki is out there with Danny Granger. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Chris Bosch. And it's Stokes in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Clock at 6. Nowitzki for three, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. The fourth spot held by Dwayne Wade.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot, strictly in terms of scoring ability and the ease with which these guys break down opposing defenses.
I love that they are so attack-minded and come at you really aggressively across the board. They're players that can carry a team offensively for long stretches of a game.
And it's Gordon missing. The Heat trail by 19. Poked away. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. 7th in blocks, 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And this is a team that really relies on those blocks that you talked about, Clark, because when they're at their best, they're really challenging every shot. They cover up, they close out on jump shooters, and if you penetrate and get to the rim, they've got a host of shot blockers there waiting for you.
Anthony Randolph, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Granger from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Chalmers against Fox. To the paint. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Charlotte. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's the Heat. 10 games behind.
Checking out Miami, they've still managed a lot of positive results this season, but maybe not just as much success as they had in mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if you had asked them before the season where they expected to be in the standings at this point, I'd say it was probably higher than where they are right now.
New Orleans leading by 14. He dishes it to Gordon. He passes to Fox. And Granger comes over to help. Shot to stop the drought. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. The Pelicans have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
Well, this is a club that has hit about 80% of its free throws during the season. Very impressive number.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And let's now go to the sideline.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Bosch has got his second basket of the night. Fox against Chalmers. Here's Fox. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Wade brings the double team. Fox a screen on Wade. Gordon for three. Rebound by the Heat.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Pelicans leading by 15. Doubled by Chalmers. He feeds it to Ashik. Evans outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Eric Gordon.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Carl Landry's checked in for New Orleans. Got a piece of it. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
For New Orleans, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And the Heat making a change here. Kufis is checked in.
Get on D-Wade.
Wade kicks to Chalmers. On the wing, Granger. To the middle, Kufis. Rebound, Evans. Evans has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Fox passes to Davis. Landry, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And so here is Miami. Now the dish to Chalmers. He kicks it to Kufis. Looking to end the run. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Fox. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Z's got 25 points in the game.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Pelicans making a change here. Here is Chalmers. Feeds it to Petrus. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Pelicans leading by 21. Fox kicks to Barkley. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Passes it to Petrus. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Z's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Now here is McGee after the miss from Fox. Stokes the pass to Sacre. Poked loose. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Rivers defended by Stokes. Cannot hit. Nice D from Petrus.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Stokes, the pass to Petrus. Dishes it to Nowitzki. The feed to Petrus. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Stokes. McGee. It's rebounded by Lowe. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here's Stokes. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to halftime. So far, a lopsided game out at American Airlines Arena. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against Miami, and they've been rolling lately, and that continues tonight. Just a ridiculous first half for Z. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. On the other side, the Heat haven't been terrific. Too many turnovers. Tough to win when you're giving the ball away as easily as they have. They need to start playing smarter basketball in the second half. A rough first half for Danny Granger. The flavor for that first half, brickalicious. He'll have to improve. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head on back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back as we take a look at this soaring view of the downtown Miami skyline.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Z. He's got 27 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Anthony Davis is out there with Omer Ashik, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. Wade dishes to Chalmers. Pass to Bosch. Heat moving the ball around. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. The Heat shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The free throw drops for Granger. And so Granger nails both of them. Here's Fox. And Granger comes over to help. Fox kicks to Gordon. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Pelicans, number 1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Miami with the ball. Granger passes to Wade. Back to Granger. The 3. Granger can't get that one to fall.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Here's Hushik, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Doubled by Bosch. Fox kicks to Ashik. That's good. Ashik's got 4 this quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Chalmers. That's 7 points for Chris Bosch.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now Wade, averaging 20 points per game.
In a tough league like the NBA, here's where Miami sits right now in the league ranking. First in fewest turnovers per game. Third in blocks. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit, because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break. Fox against Chalmers. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
That's good from Fox. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
Yo, get on D, Wade.
And here's Wade. On the wing, Granger. Back to Wade. Pass to Chalmers. Kicks it to Granger. Shot clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at New Orleans. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Minnesota, 2 games back.
When I look at New Orleans, they're not just a pleasant surprise this year, Steve. They're a huge surprise.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who picked them to make this kind of noise from the beginning of the year. They've had a phenomenal run.
Miami has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Wade penetrating. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Chalmers against Fox. Granger dishes to Bosch. Good on the shot. Bosch has got 9 points.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Fox. Gordon goes in. He got right to the cup using that screen. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Ball's knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Fox. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And the basket by Chalmers.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
The Pelicans have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Fox passes to Ashik. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Ashik's got 8 points.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
A lot of fans focused on that Philadelphia matchup. Big game for them.
Here's Bosch. 9 points in the game so far. No good from Wade.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Back to Chalmers. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Granger kicks to Chalmers. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. And it's Granger penetrating. Rejected by Fox.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Makes it off the glass. Z's got 10 points in just the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Here's Randolph after the made shot from Fox. Outside Randolph, Chalmers. He dishes it to Sacre, defended by Cross. 6 to shoot, and Chalmers kicks to Sacre. Goes up low. The shot will not go. Great D that time from Cross. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch. Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
And the Heat making a change here. Petrus is checked in. Landry, he dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Chalmers dishes to Wade. Wade left side. Here's Sacre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. Fox passes to Landry. Here's Fox. He's covered by Randolph. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Heat have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Stolen by Landry. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he jams it with authority.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's tipped. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After Eric Gordon's bucket, Randolph backs in. Passes it to Stokes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Barkley's checked in. Here is Petrus. He's got 14. He feeds it to Randolph. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That's good. Kufis has got 8.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Rejected by Randolph. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Here's Stokes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the Pelicans making a change here. He's off on the second.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well. And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. From distance, that was an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop as you're going to see.
How about the pass to put the ball on the money from there? That's impressive.
Gets it to go.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Fox kicks to Roberts. The pass to Fox. Doubled by Stokes. Out to Barkley. Clock at 6. Fox. And the rejection by Randolph. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Petrus. No good. Some solid defense from Haynes. Pass to Fox. Doubled by Petrus. Passes to Haynes. The dish to Roberts. Roberts gets the screen from Fox. And it's blocked by Randolph. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He kicks it to Petrus. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Roberts passes to Fox. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. With the lead pass, the shot's good from low.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
6 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
This Friday, February.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. We've got Chris Bosh. He's out there with Costa Koufos, and it's Petrus in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. McGee against Fox, expanding his range. Can't get it to go. Here's Lowe, lays it up and banks it in.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And Miami shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
McGee with it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Backing down is Petrus. Right side Bosh. 6 on the shot clock. Bosh double teamed. Here's McGee. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
Koufos is an interesting player. Pretty good motor, pretty good skill for a big man. And so what he does is he'll step outside and make a shot. He can score on the inside by fighting for position. Nice young player.
Part of that is his quick hands. He just knows when to jump up and reach in with his hands to catch a defensive rebounder off guard and tip the ball back towards the rim.
Well, remember, he made 2 3-pointers in the first half, but has not been able to get anything to fall here in the second.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Haynes, and he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Here is McGee after the made shot from Fox. And McGee kicks to Petrus. The shot is off. Great D that time from Haynes. To the inside. And finished off by Rivers.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Feeds to McGee. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Petrus dishes to Kufis. The shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Yeah, some really good matchups out there, and that Chicago Bulls game is one that I'll be checking out.
Now Rivers, after the missed 3 from Fox. Tries again, and that one's good. Z's got 45 points.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
The Heat shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Dishes to McGee. They get a hand on it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
McGee gets a screen from Kufis. Here's Kiba. Barkley grabs the board.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Throws it up high. The shot's good from Haynes.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And Miami has possession. McGee defended by Lowe. Shot to end this cold run. The shot's good from McGee. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Fox. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And McGee kicks to Sacre. Puts up the baby hook. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Heat shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Fox against McGee. Down low. Here's Petrus. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
There's the pass to Lowe. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Cross. Soft touch off the glass.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Gets it to go.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Now the feed to Rivers. Fox against McGee. Pass to Haynes. Just 5 on the clock. He passes to Fox. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks to Petrus from downtown. It's rebounded by Cross.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
No good from Haynes. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's McGee. Wow, and he gets it to fall. McGee's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Lowe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
can't get it to go.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
The Heat making a switch here. Another steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Fox hits them both. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to McGee. Just 5 to shoot. Gives him the lead pass. Here's Kiba. Miami no good on that time either. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Fox passes to Rivers. Here's Fox. Launches a 3. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Fox, defended by Sacre. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Ryan Roberts is checked in for Austin Rivers. The Heat shooting 47%, pretty solid. Doubled by Fox. He dishes it to Kufis. Passes it to Stokes. He feeds it to Sacre. It's rebounded by Roberts. Roberts got his 3rd rebound on the night. Fox passes to Cross. Here's Fox, defended by Kufis. Here's Fox. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Z's got 51.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Miami with the ball. There's the dish to Kufis. Now the pass to Stokes. Kiba, defended by Roberts. To halt the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
The Pelicans shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Pass to Haynes. Here's Fox. He passes it to Cross. Here's Fox, defended by Stokes. And the shot is good.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Fox. That's blocked by Stokes.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
He kicks to Petrus. Tipped away. Here's Fox. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Z.
Instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit, get up. First shot, strut walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it always. Chrome music, I shed my skin and
a total of 18 assists for you tonight. It was really impressive the way you were able to get your teammates involved. Do you feel like that came at the expense, though, of your own offensive game?
That is my offensive game, man. I'm more than willing to get my teammates involved if that's what's going to lead us to the win. Offense ain't about just scoring points. Basketball is a team game. We've been over this so many times before, man. With all the moving parts and different roles, if you don't have a facilitator out there making things happen, it's tough to be successful. I was able to fill that role tonight, and thankfully, it got us the win.